The reality is that you're probably not doing the fundamentals in your business that are required for you to take your business to the next level. I say that because I just got off the phone with a potential mentor that I'm looking to invest in for the upcoming year. And we were kind of assessing my business, and we kind of were having the conversation of, well, do you invest in knowledge and getting help through mentorship, or do you invest in, getting help internally on the team? And it was interesting how he dissected who I needed to hire and the activities that I needed to do really down into three things. And those three things were things that I had previously had outsourced to other people that are now currently back on my plate, and on my plate, along with all of the other things that I had added onto that plate when I had originally kind of handed them off to somebody else. And now, because I have all of this stuff on my plate, some of those fundamentals, some of those things have been neglected, but those are the fundamental things that are going to help grow our business. And I'm sharing this story because one of our new core values has become do the unsexy work. And for a lot of you out there, you either aren't focused on the fundamentals because you're too busy in your client's business, or maybe some of those fundamentals you actually offloaded to somebody else and they're not doing a good enough job and you actually need to take them back. But the fear that I think we all have is, well, now that means more work for me, and I don't have that time to do that. Yet, when you really look at and ask yourself, what will make the boat move faster? What will make the business get to where we want to get to? It'll probably hinge on those, I'd say, 3 to 5 fundamentals, possibly even less. And there are specific activities that you could be focused on each and every day to take care of those, those fundamentals that will actually help your business get to the next level. But the fear is that we're going to likely have to take a step backwards in some degree in order to focus on those. We might need to stop doing some of the fancy things that we've started doing that really aren't helping us get anywhere. We might need to let go of a client in our done-for-you service that is eating up a lot of our bandwidth. And maybe we need to let someone on our team go. One of our clients literally just had to let a key team member go, but put $4,000 back in his pocket every single month now to reinvest in himself. One, actually pay him what he deserves, because he wasn't paying himself, like many of you probably aren't paying yourselves what you should. And now he gets to actually focus on going back to those fundamentals to then bring the appropriate, the right person on with the foundation set, if this is making sense. And so I think as agency owners, service providers, it's very easy for us, or early on, we've gotten used to bringing on freelancers or having contractors come in and do certain pieces of our business, and in many ways probably relied on them too heavily, maybe even paid them way more than we're making, thus we've sacrificed. And at some point, you're going to reach a place where you have the handcuffs and you can't invest in the things that are required of you to move the business forward because of how you're currently structured. And some of that might require you to take a couple steps back temporarily in order to make the transformation that you want to make in your business and start to hit the goals. And I think part of it's a little bit ego, if I'm speaking for myself, and for those of you that are going to have real talk with yourselves, maybe you've reached a certain level in your business where you haven't been doing certain things and the thought of doing them again, feels beneath you. Or maybe it's something else in your own mind. But the reality is that if you want to take your business to the next level, typically you're going to have to, do the things that, new things that you're not used to, because we've all heard the saying, what got you here isn't going to get you there. And so I know last year I had to sort of clear the decks, so to speak, and kind of simplify some things, remove myself from specific mentors and coaching programs and all that, just to sort of clear my head and take a step back in our growth trajectory that we were on at that point to really set a more solid foundation. And that foundation comes with doing the unsexy work. And I think I mentioned this already, but that's become a core value. And I want to ask you, I want you to comment below, what are those activities that you know you need to be doing that maybe aren't the sexiest, but are really the things that you should be focused on right now to take your business to the next level? If you are an agency owner and you're like one of our clients adding on a leverage program like high ticket consulting or coaching to your existing services that complement them, it might really just be sales, acquisition, and making sure that you have a good fulfillment system in place, right? Because it's leveraged, you should be able to remove yourself from fulfillment to give yourself freedom and bandwidth to focus on the acquisition and the lead generation and sales. And those are the activities that sometimes are things like Facebook ads that you got to get right, that sometimes take some work and repetition. Maybe you got to do some outbound. Maybe you got to reach out to some people in your existing pipeline, your old pipeline, people on your email list, like doing the activities that generate the sales and all the things that you want to be talking about, but you haven't been doing. What's that work right now in your business? Because I'm betting that there's 2 to 3 activities at least that you probably would put into the category of the unsexy work, that if you just focus more time, energy, and bandwidth on those, that you would actually start to see some of the results that you've been yearning for in your business for the last 3, 6, and 12 months. But for whatever reason, we haven't been doing those things. And when I look at those ahead of me, mentors, successful business owners, the one thing that always rings true is that they never stop doing the fundamentals. And I know for me that in order to move our business to the next level, I needed to take a couple steps back, which meant letting someone go, which sucks, which meant, sacrificing some revenue opportunities and maybe lowering our revenue temporarily in order to do the right things and set the right foundations to take it to the next level, which are hard decisions, right? They're hard to do because it's the unsexy thing. Nobody wants to talk about going backwards, but if you have to go backwards a couple steps to go to exactly where you want to get to in the next 12 months, then it's a different story. So comment below, what are the unsexy activities that you've been neglecting that if you just put some time, energy, and attention to each and every day, each and every week for the next 90 days at least, where would your business be? The things that are going to help you get there. What are they? Comment below. Excited to hear what the unsexy work is that you're going to commit to over the next 90 days. And we're going to report back on what those have been for us in an upcoming episode. If I give you 5 to 10 new clients, would you or your agency break? If so, your current agency model is broken. I struggled with this too until I found a better way. By adding online programs, training, and coaching to our agency, we doubled profits without adding more hours. If you want to work directly with me and my team to transform your agency, visit myscalablebusiness.com to learn more.